Welcome student. Welcome to our channel Rise and Shine. And we have started a video series on subject database management system. This video series is very useful for university students who are in third year of engineering, IT, as well as computer engineering. Also, it is useful for MCA student, Master of Computer Application, or those who want to learn database management system. So, today's topic is purpose of database system. This is second session from this video series. So, let us start. So, today's agenda or agenda of this video session is, in this session, we are going to discuss typical file processing system. Before DBMS, how data is computerized commercially, which is computerized using typical file processing system. Then we are going to see what are the disadvantages of this file system, and due to these disadvantages, we need a new system to store a data, that is DBMS. This is the purpose of DBMS. Then we are going to see what are the advantages of DBMS system over this file processing system. Lastly, we are going to see difference between DBMS and file processing system. And this session concludes with what are the questions asked in university exam based on this topic. So first, we will see traditional or typical file system. So what do you mean by this? In early days, before DBMS, computerized management of commercial data was done using the file system. The file system which we are using to store our files and which is supported by the underlying operating system. All of you know this traditional file system. On our computer also, we are using to store our files. This is such a system, such as we are using different folders to store the different files, such as we are storing the music files in one folder, the movie files in another folder, the notes related to subject in another folder, or folder wise we are storing the subject notes. So whatever the folders and files is called as typical file system. So such a typical traditional file system was used to store the data in any organization. Such a system has number of application program that manipulate the files which is stored on permanent storage. So such a system, or to handle such a system, we have to write so many programs. In our second year, we are also learn using C or C++ programming or any programming language. We can handle such a file. That is, we can add data to file, we can update that file, we can delete that file. Means we are writing the programs to deal with such a files. In such a system, suppose in such a system, so many files are used. For example, when any organization is using such a system, all department of organization have their own set of files to manage the data of their department or their sections. For example, to illustrate this system, let us take the example of college, where student record for examination is stored in one file format. Same student record in library is stored in another file format. For example, library department are storing these files using the Word format, or exam department is storing the same information student along with their marks and grade in Excel file format, or office department or administrative department save the same student file or the admission within a college using different file format, such as Word, Excel, or a notepad or something else applications are used. And such applications are used to deal with these files. If a new data is inserted in the system, a new file is created or old file is updated using this application program by respective department. Means the same data is maintained using different file formatting, different department or sections of an organization, such as in this example college. So this diagrammatically we can see this is a typical file system which illustrate its use. So they are keeping organizational information in such a file processing system has a number of major disadvantages. So next we are going to see what are the disadvantages with such a file system. So very first disadvantages is data redundancy and data inconsistency. Why there is data redundancy? Because multiple file formats are used to store the same data. Due to that, there is a duplication of information in different files. For example, library is maintaining student roll number, name, class. Examination also, the examination department also store the same thing, student name, roll number along with marks. Office department is also storing same information with multiple file, different file format, student roll number, name, address, personal information, or the information related to admission. So there is a data redundancy and data inconsistency. Suppose the library department changed the roll number, but exam department is not changing the roll number. So roll number of one student is different in library department and different in examination department. Data inconsistency is introduced in the organizational data. So this is a very first disadvantage. Next, difficulty in accessing the data. So we have to write different programs to carry out each new task. So while accessing the information, accessing a data, every time we have to use some application program. So it is very difficult. If any user is not familiar with that application, then that user cannot access that data or cannot update that data. So such a system is very difficult to handle or difficult to accessing the data. Each and every user must know that application program, then they are able to access the data in an organization. Next, data isolation. Data is isolated, difficulty in retrieving the appropriate data. Suppose I want some particular data. So there is no data isolation because so much data is incorporated in one file. Suppose in a one file, examination department is maintaining that data such as student roll number, name, is address, subject wise, marks, and then grades. But I want only the file, name of student and final grades of that student. So I want some isolated data. So it is very difficult to isolate the data. So data is maintained in one file. We can't isolate a particular data from that file. So difficulty in retrieving the appropriate data is the next disadvantage. Next, integrity problem. We are already saying data integrity. The integrity constraint. Sometimes we want some integrity constraint on data. For example, if we want to operate any account balance must be greater than 0. But such a integrated constraint we can't apply here on file processing system. And it is become very difficult because the data buried in the program code rather than be stated explicitly. That is integrity constraint. We have to, that integrity constraint are buried in or they are included in program code. We can't explicitly state such integrity constraint explicitly. Or it is hard to add new constraint also to change the existing one. Again, same thing. We must know that application program to import new constraint. Next, security problem, because in this file system, all user can access all data. So in exam section, from clerk to CEO of a college can have access to that system, or to impose the access permission. Then we have to, again, you must know that application programs such as Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you must be master in that. Then and then you can, or you must be master in any programming language. Then and then you can apply the constraint. Otherwise, all user have access to all data. So these are the disadvantage: data redundancy, inconsistency, difficulty in accessing data, data isolation is not there, integrity constraint we can't impose, and a security problem. So due to such disadvantages, then what is the solution on this such a disadvantages? Solution is all these difficulties and disadvantages of file system promoted us to development of DBMS. That is all that these disadvantages we can remove, or the solution is database management system. So due to such disadvantages in file system, typical file system, it promotes us the development of database management system. This is the purpose of database management system. That is, file system is having so many disadvantages. So the objective of today's session, why purpose of database management system? So many disadvantages with file system, existing system. So we need a new system. Purpose of database management system. Next, what are the advantages of DBMS over this file system? So advantages, very first advantage, no redundant data. Redundancy is removed in database management system by using the process of data normalization. What do you mean by normalization? We will see in upcoming section. So no data duplication, saves storage and improves the access time. No data is duplicated, which saves storage and as well as it improves access time. So this is advantage over file system. Next, data consistency and integrity is maintained. We are removing the redundancy using normalization process. So automatically we will get data consistency and integrity. Next, data security and privacy. In DBMS, each user has a different set of access. Thus, data is secured from the issues such as identity theft, data leaks, misuse of data. So data security and privacy means in DBMS, each and every user have different set of access. For example, the HR person in any organization have access to all employees' salary information. But every employee, simple employee other than HR person, have access to their salary information only. The one employee can't see the salary of another employee. So automatically data security and privacy is maintained. Easy access to data. Database management system manages the data in such a way so that the data is easily accessible with fast response time. So there are so many users of DBMS system, and each and every users have a different access method to access that data. That is, normal user, non-technical person also can access the data, such as bank clerk or any administrative staff who don't know any programming language or anything. Using such access tools, they can access the data, or some UI is provided for each and every user to deal with DBMS. Next, easy recovery. Since database system keep the backup of data, so it is very easier to do the full recovery of data in case of system failure. This is not the case for file system. If system get crash, you can't access data or you can't recover the data. And data is very important for each and every examination. Each and every department, such as examination or library or whole organization, for any organization, data is important. Again, DBMS are flexible. Database system are more flexible than file processing system. We can easily add new data. We can easily update new data. So flexibility is there. So these are the advantages of DBMS over file system. Next, we are going to see the difference between DBMS and file processing system or traditional file system, typical file system. Very first difference, DBMS is a collection of data, and in DBMS, the user is not required to write any procedure or program to deal with the data. But in file system, is also a collection data. In the system, the user has to write the procedure for managing the database. Next, DBMS gives the abstract view of data that hides the detail of data. That is, the normal user don't know how data is stored. We already seen the different views of DBMS in last session. But here, file system provide the details of data representation and storage of data to each and every user of data. That is, each and every user of organization can see the details of data. But here in DBMS, some privacy is maintained. Only abstract view of data is represented to each and every user. Or for each and every user, whatever data is required, that data is provided. Each and every user has a limited access to data. DBMS provide good protection mechanism. That is, there is a each and every user cannot access each and every data. But in file system, it is very difficult to protect the data from the unauthorized access. So it is very difficult to protect the data under file system. Next, DBMS contains the wide variety of sophisticated to store and retrieve the data. We are going to see all that. File system can't efficiently store and retrieve the data. So there is no any new technique to efficiently access the data. DBMS take care of concurrent access of data using some form of locking. Any user can access that data. There is some locking mechanism. We are going to see that locking mechanism also in upcoming sessions. But in file system, concurrent access has many problems, like redirecting the file while other deleting some information or updating some information. So we have to suppose any user is accessing any file, another user can't access that file sometimes. Or if any user is deleting that data, then we have to redirect the original data to some another file. So there is a difficulty in accessing, concurrently accessing. DBMS provides a cache recovery mechanism. If data is system get failed, we can recover data easily because data is important. You can recover your loss or money, but you can't recover the data. So file system doesn't have crash mechanism. Once the typical file system get crashed, it is not guaranteed that you can fully recover it. You can partially recover or you cannot recover anything. But again, if you still want to recover, it is very difficult to recover the system. So this is all about difference between DBMS and typical file system. So my friends, what are the questions in university and how to give the answer to this question so that you can get good marks? Suppose this question is for 5 marks, how to represent your answer. So this is the uniqueness of our session. We are telling you how to deal with the university exam question answer so that you can get more and more marks. So some question will be asked, define DBMS, explain the advantages of DBMS over file system. So my friends, define DBMS, go to last session. DBMS is a collection of data or collection of data and programs, and explain the advantages. So how we have explained here advantages, one broad title and then explanation. So you also in same way, whatever that PPT, that slide, in the same way you can explain the advantages of DBMS over a file system. One heading and under that explanation. Don't write vague answer. If you are giving the heading and then the answer difficult, definitely you will get good marks. Next question, explain how the use of database management system is better than the file processing system. Same question is there, whatever the above question, but it is a twisted one. Explain how the use of database management system is better, means here also you have to explain the advantages again. Next question is, list the significant difference between file processing and DBMS. On the last slide, I have explained this. List the significant differences. Suppose this question is for 5 marks. Don't write 5. Write 6 and 7 examples. Neatly, column wise, 2 columns. So whenever such question is for 5 marks, give 7 or 8 differences. Next question, state and explain the disadvantages of file processing system. Again, same thing like question number 1, advantages of DBMS, disadvantages, one broad heading and then explanation. One broad heading, then explanation. Definitely the evaluator will it is impress on your answer and he will give you the good marks. Sometimes the question will be twisted. This is a very twisted question. Compare the DBMS and file processing system with reference to following points. Same difference is there, but you have to explain now with respect to redundancy. How redundancy is maintained, removed in DBMS, and how there is a redundancy in file processing. Access control. What is the access control mechanism is DBMS, but there is no access control in file processing system. Data integrity. Data integrity is maintained in DBMS, but data integrity is not maintained in file processing system. So only yes or no, don't give such a redundancies here, redundancies no there. Access control is in DBMS is maintained access. So that is a very simple difference, yes or no. You explain there how redundancy is maintained, how redundancy is removed. So normalization should be a word in your answer. There is a normalization process to remove the redundancy. Access control, different users have different access, or you can give example here also, that HR example. Data integrity, that is again you can give an example of such a one user can remove any field, but another user can't remove the field. So integrity is not maintained. Data is maintained different format in different section or departments of the organization. So this is a question. Or again you can explain in this answer you can explain the another differences are, so that your answer is different than another student. Though they are asking you the difference with respect to these 3 points, but you can again write apart from this differences are, so that the evaluator get impressed with your answer. So my student, this is all related to the purpose of DBMS. File system is not sufficient, so DBMS is there. So hope guys this session is informative for you people. If it is informative, kindly like, share and subscribe our channel Rise and Shine, from KG to PG and from Stotras to Syntax, where you get information or infographics video related to programming, web technologies, engineering, competitive examination, even school education or the pre-primary school education, as well as Bal Sanskars. So keep watching, keep learning, rise and shine.